Since the early 1980s, the Bataan Nuclear Power Plant in the Philippines has been the subject of much controversy. Supporters of the plant say that it is a safe and efficient source of energy, while opponents claim that it is a ticking time bomb that could cause a disaster of Chernobyl proportions. So, what is the truth about the Bataan Nuclear Power Plant? In this video, we'll take a look at some of the most common myths about the Bataan Nuclear Power Plant in the Philippines.
Welcome to Hear This. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Myth number 1: there is a fault beneath the Bataan Nuclear Power Plant. The shutdown nuclear power facility is fault-free, according to the Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology. Philbooks remarked that the Bataan Nuclear Power Plant was constructed on a strong bedrock base. The PNRI chief claimed that while some publications have suggested nearby faults, they do not underlie the plant itself, which would have rendered it unusable. According to Arcilla, evidence is needed to confirm the proximity of the alleged faults, and these things must be considered. The faults are active. The 0.4G seismic design of the Bataan Nuclear Power Plant cannot withstand the largest earthquake that can originate from such an active fault. According to the 0.4G design, the entire nuclear structure can sustain ground acceleration at a rate of 4 meters per second, or 40% of the acceleration caused by gravity. Myth number 2: it is situated atop a volcano. Arcilla pointed out that the Bataan Nuclear Power Plant was not constructed on the volcano's crater but rather on the eruptive products on Mount Native's flanks. Given that Mount Native is a dormant volcano, Philbooks disregarded potential risks related to the site of Bataan Nuclear Power Plant, like volcanic eruption. For context, Arcilla noted that Native is significantly older than the Laguna de Bay caldera, which is where some of Metro Manila was partially constructed. In addition, Metro Manila is not situated on a volcano, and Laguna de Bay is not an active volcano. Myth number 3: Bataan Nuclear Power Plant was doomed by Fukushima. According to experts, the magnitude 9.0 earthquake that struck close to the Fukushima plant in Japan would probably not happen in the Philippines because the Manila Trench is shorter than Japan's. The country's strongest earthquake occurred in Mindanao in 1876 and measured 8.0 on the Richter scale. Arcilla noted that the Fukushima plant, Japan's oldest nuclear power plant, was not destroyed by the earthquake. The Fukushima nuclear power plant's total failure following the tsunami caused by the earthquake that engulfed it contributed to the catastrophe. 3 Fukushima reactors' cooling and power systems were knocked out by the tsunami, which led to the leakage of hazardous materials into the area. The PNRI chairman said that if the operator had acted on prior advice to shift its diesel engines for cooling to higher grounds, the accident would have been avoided. Arcilla added that, in comparison, the elevation of the Bataan Nuclear Power Plant is 18 meters above sea level, which is greater than the tsunami that hit Japan and reached a height of 14 meters. In order to prevent a repeat of the cooling loss, redundant systems have been installed at all 420 nuclear power facilities worldwide. If the Bataan Nuclear Power Plant is repaired, these lessons will be applied. Myth number 4: the Bataan Nuclear Power Plant is outdated and in poor condition. The first nuclear power plant in the Philippines has at least 3 operational sister plants that are highly profitable and have been running without incident for 40 years. These consist of Cory 2 in Korea, Crisco in Slovenia, and Angra in Brazil. According to Arcilla, the aforementioned nuclear power facilities have been upgraded to the current operational standards and have more than returned their investments. Despite the fact that the Bataan Nuclear Power Plant was never put to use, current assessments by the Korea Electric Power Corp and Rosatom show that its nuclear core is still safe. The replacement of ancillary parts like the steam generator and turbines, among others, poses a financial obstacle to the rehabilitation of Bataan Nuclear Power Plant, according to the PNRI chief. Myth number 5: Bataan Nuclear Power Plant is situated in a dangerous geological area. The Bataan Nuclear Power Plant was designed to endure a 0.4G earthquake force, according to Arcilla. The Fukushima plant in Japan saw a maximum horizontal ground acceleration of 0.12G. He pointed out that this is more than twice as much as the Fukushima facility, and has enhancements to stop a repeat of the nuclear calamity. While Taiwan is likewise equally tectonically active and has at least 4 NPPs, Crisco is the only seismically designed NPP in Western Europe, according to Orsilla. Japan has similar geologic circumstances to the Philippines and has at least 50 nuclear plants. He assured that the containment structure at the Bataan Nuclear Power Plant was built to withstand a massive wide-body aircraft crash. Do you think we'll be seeing the rise of the Bataan Nuclear Power Plant in the Philippines? What do you think? Share us your thoughts in the comments section. See you in our next video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.